Hi everybody, it's Evelyn. I have two quick twin flame reads for you today. And so let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending love, lots of love and blessings out to all of you today. I'm going to show you both sets of pictures before I forget to do that. All right, so I have two reads. This is the first one. Let's see. This is the first one, and this was done last night for today, the 22nd. This is the full read of that. Okay, and then this read in front of you is from today, for today till tomorrow. So this is for the 22nd to the 23rd. And then here, and you notice the Two of Cups and the Lovers was in this one as well. And here's the full read for today. Okay. Okay. So the first read, for those of you not familiar, this is a 7-deck read. It's a lot of energy on the table. So if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit your situation. There may be some messages for you and some messages not. If you would like something more personal or more something more detailed, specific to you, all my information, or most of my information, is below, or my website, which is twinflames3344.com. I also have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. Funny enough, that came up in the title today in one of the reads. So Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. So it's only $1. It's a great way to support me. And that's piano and voice. They're my songs. Part of that CD is from the energy of going into 2001 with the Twin Towers, and then 7 of the last 7 songs of the CD have to do with my twin flame journey. So otherwise, thank you all for joining me and spending time with me. I so appreciate you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you do like the content. It helps so much if you share the information with others. And so this first read, done last night, the SIRIAN Starseed deck's the main deck for the read. That was cut and dealt at 7:47. Yeah, 7:47 to 48. By the way, I woke up, I posted the video yesterday for you guys at 7:17. And then I woke up this morning at 7:17. So those 7s are really coming up because we had 1117 with 707, I think it was, or another combination of 7. I can't remember that day. It was just yesterday, the day before. And then 7:17, I woke up this morning. So the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 7:47 to 7:48. 7 is the Chariot. 47 and 48 are the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. And at 7:57, 57 being the 3 of Swords, that separation card, which also can be heartbreak and can be surgeries as well. More minor surgeries because it's a 3, it's not a 10. As I'm clarifying the reads, He, Great Wheel came up, which was so funny because yesterday's code line was all about she and in, and today He, Great Wheel came up, right? Destined, He destined, and then the letter T, the wheel, and the letter L came up. And TL means in, IN, which was all about she and in yesterday, and he's coming up today. He is the destined T wheel L, which TL equals in. It also means teaspoon. So IN, the lowercase I, is the chakra system and the third eye for me, and the N is code Jesus, the lowercase n. So N and EN are lowercase Jesus for me. The capital N for me is Christ. So this also is teaspoons. That might come up for some of you. I finished clarifying at 8:10, which is the Strength card and the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. The major arcana for this first read for the 22nd, Karma, Transition. Karma is the Judgment card. Transition is the Death card. Guidance is the Hierophant card. And then the Lovers came up and the Great Wheel or the Wheel of Fortune. After the read, Luna or the Moon, Reason or the Emperor, and Reflection or the Hermit came up. The only suits in this first read were 4 Wands and 2 Pentacles. There were no Cups or Swords at all. So we only had the number 42, which is really cool because that's the 2 of Cups. There were no court cards in this read. Before the read, the King of Cups came up, but he was the only one there. We had triple twos and triple nines in this first read. You know, two is all about that one-on-one energy, right? The feminine energy, being able to see both sides of the situation, and one-on-one relationships. And then the nines are kind of the opposite there. It's about universal relationships, the collective consciousness, endings, and universal love and compassion. So the code line here is all about relationship, but the R was separated into R, relationship, change, and then nature also coming up. The numbers on the code line were all about, it was actually 7 and 11 because it was 1, 6, perhaps 4. So 1 and 6 are 7, and then 4 would be 11. So 7, 11 was coming up. The other numbers that came up, 42, but you also had, besides, the 222 came up in the numbers for the read. 12 is the hangman. 4, 5, 6 pick up sticks, but also reflecting the 4D, 5D, 60, like pushing it up there, right? Because we're not in the 3D anymore. We have the 8 of the dance, the balance between the masculine and feminine, and the strength, inner and outer strength. And then 24 of the Queen of Wands, 68 of the Page of Pentacles, 29 of the Three of Wands, and then triple nines, as I told you, and 8, 9, 10 begin again and again and again. So regarding relationship change and nature that came up, here's what came up from the code line today. So, oh, by the way, T and L together are in, but also separately, T for me is toggle up, and L, the regular L, capital L, is love. So toggle up, destined love. The code line here, Christ TV was coming up. So instead of MTV, it's NTV, and I told you capital N is Christ for me. So Christ TV, double the trouble, Mary Grace, which is my mother's name, of spending, expanding, expanding, like Desi and Lucy, expanding and contracting, the lovers of drama, or the 6 horsemen were coming up. The 4 of the emperor, or the fool, expanding and contracting, with source energy toggling left, which is the feminine energy, the half moon, right? Because at the half moon, you're neither in the full moon or the full moon. You're in a very neutral energy there. There's our relationship change, which nature comes up, allowing it to happen naturally. So again, NTV as Christ TV, and a show of power times 2. Mother, God, or small grandma, squawks, fast forwarding the journey for the expansion and contraction of our relationship change and nature. The NTV show of power of the zoo without the D, and D was coming up as a couple different things. The divine masculine reaching up, but the zoo without Dr. Dolittle, like the doctor that does little, and also Noah's Ark being more like it. So the Christ TV show of power of the zoo without the divine masculine reaching up, right, which is chaos, right? The zoo without the divine masculine going into his higher self, the Dr. Dolittle, like not doing much, again, Noah's Ark being more like it. That's the energy that wants to come up there. The seal off the journey, like off path, or seal of the expansion and contraction journey, the good news for the expansion and contraction of our relationship change and nature. Again, the Christ TV at 8:51. That's interesting, 51 and 52, because I woke up this morning at 7:17 and I got out of bed at 51 to 52. So here comes the King and Queen of Swords again with the dance, 8:51 and 8:52, both dancing side by side as Christ TV, and Nini comes up, which was so weird because my that was a word my ex used, Nini, and then Mary Grace is my mother's first name, off path, right? Because they both had really bad tempers. I am sour or disagreeable. Fast forwarding past journey and good news, saying it was foo-foo, right? So my mother would have told me things I talk about, are idiotic or foo-foo stuff, right? The expansion and contraction of our relationship change, our nature. So at 8:52 then is Strength and the Queen of Swords, the one who speaks her truth, the War Widow. And we start this read with the Two of Wands upright. Beneath the Two of Wands was the Nine of Wands reversed, the wounded warrior surrendering, the Two of Cups reversed, the Nine of Cups upright, Nine of Pentacles upright, and the King of Cups reversed. You notice there was 3 nines right here in the underlying energy, which are all about endings and all clumped together. So we have the twin flames after surrender. In disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or at a distance, not seeing face to face, sovereign in emotion and in financial stability, or twins amidst the wounded warrior's surrender and the King of Cups reversed, or their conditions of love. Twin flames on a quest to offer new life to patient angel and the truth to those suffering in silence, exposing all, or the truth of the inability to sleep due to the kids up at all hours of day and night, or offering money to Sagittarius, and truth to Leo, patience and happiness, a quest for a higher love, and fully energized. The King of Pentacles surrenders here to suffering in silence to end the cycle, or for the sealed divine feminine in need of help, money, or job, or a child who is in need of that, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, or confessing and not sharing injustices or imbalanced relationship. Done working on calves and being a blockhead. Unfair planting a lot of roots and then no justice of the peace, or no summary or no show of a lot of hard work to get a court date for nothing. So it's just all the energy here is about something was planned with a lot of hard work, getting it done quickly perhaps, and then there's somebody with a no-show here. The High Priest is peeking out from behind the magician and his assistant not working with issues at work, right? So they're not working. There's issues at work or things aren't working out, with the Queen of Swords speaking her truth. Taking curtains down, or the show is over, with lots of roses and lilies out for the Queen of Swords as she reports the psychic weather. Is her sword straight or bowed? As the magician, with his DNA strand out, creating the weather that she talks about, or his secret is out. Pisces is upright, Virgo upright, Gemini upright, all here. Finances and career comes up here, and beneath that, let go of control issues for the twins. So let go of control issues and then deal with finances and career, that they are affecting your love life. That's the underlying energy. So the evil Empress comes up here, strong-arming Adonis into new life in the sunshine, with the High Priestess keys to wish granted. Glamping together with pomegranates and fan of dessert, tribal bells on ankles, buffing big feet on the cat, acting all dainty with basket of fruit, and then supplying 2 tickets to paradise, or a permanent vacation at 9:14. 9 is the Hermit, 14 is the Temperance card of patience. Cross keys, 1 for me and 1 for you. Very important here is patience, number 2, the High Priestess, and beneath that, financial discipline, which is 48. 48 is the 8 of Cups, walking away within. So the Moon reversed, deception and coming together in joy, reaping rewards of the present, juggling, performing, right? Juggling the rainbow, keeping your eye on the prize, with the Queen of Pentacles upright, knowing and keeping to herself, with the eye on the prize of royal cloaked in green and marble, the Queen of Pentacles with peacock eyes, and Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder. Ray of wonder down by the riverside and blinded by the light, with Cancer reversed at 9:41, which is the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups, which is self-love, spiritual love, or new love. Knowing the twin flames, injustice of the Queen of Swords, speaking of granting a wish, of patience, perhaps, and the Sovereign upright and Queen of Swords upright, detoxing. And the Sovereign can be really of any age, but when coming up with a Queen of Swords, it comes up as a younger energy. So it could be the Queen of Swords and a friend, or a Queen of Swords and their daughter, but or her own independence as well. So Sovereign's upright with the Queen of Swords, detoxing. The twin flames detoxing after a sudden event, strong at home in constant battling, defending the Queen of Swords. In the recent past is the Eight of Wands upright, the energetic exchange or arrows of love, expression of feelings or lots of back and forth, in pain or painful end, a divorce, a break from religion, establishment, or Taurus reversed, Empress. And Sovereign, juggling or performing, a distraction for those grieving at night, reaping and daydreaming, the King of Swords upright. The Queen of Cups is upright, satisfied alone, healing, forgiving, the Fool, free to leap in the awakening process, ending pain, with Taurus, Sun. Oh, it's an ending pain duo coming up here. Taurus, Sun, and Taurus, Moon or Rising. And energetic exchange with Sovereign, performing, grieving at night, while the King of Swords reaps rewards. The foundation or at the root here is karma reversed, no longer called, the world complete, divine feminine, or in the need for the world to be complete, the divine feminine in uncomfortable energies, the day the music died and the hermit shed light upon it. Aquarius reversed, Pisces and Virgo both upright here, and the central energy is the Eight of Wands upright, with passion ignited in a breakup, no affection, and third party or social distancing, bad influences between the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, along with the Page of Wands and the King of Cups who are both reversed, or frustrated King of Cups, overwhelmed or dumped, purging or sweating it out. In a twist of fate with the Queen of Cups upright, in energetic exchange with Cancer, Chariot, or Ascension, the challenge being the Six of Wands leading the way. Good news on the journey with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, with the Six of Cups upright. Kids or soulmate are good, but she's not. Or the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright broke up, and the King of Pentacles and King of Cups reversed. So we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. King of Cups reversed and she's upright, broke up. And then we have the King of Pentacles with the King of Cups reversed. So they're one upright and one reversed. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Cups upright. Or lots of communication or travel between them. The Six of Cups kids or soulmates are guarding their passion. Gemini reversed, King of Swords, or Scorpio reversed, getting away with it, or stole their last dime of a dying man, or business that was going under, or money needed to repair things, or the repair guy never shows up. No big love at work, a nightmare patient, Taurus reversed, Queen of Wands upright, looking at the magician or spiritual. Divorced Queen of Wands watching the magician manifest the Page of Cups reversed, which can be a rejection, by offering the truth to stand up for themselves to Klingons, or Scorpio reversed and Sovereign upright. Now crowning is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Recovery and surrender as the Knight of Cups offers love to their dream. The Knight of Swords, or messenger of truth, ignites new passion with the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated and pretending not to know. Breakup with or no affection with temptation or Capricorn waving, in need of help, or a Page of Pentacles who does. And the Page of Pentacles could be a Capricorn for sure. The Hermit without light, recovering from exile, no love at work and uncomfortable, and not dancing at home, or not doing the union dance. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, recovering as hostage in an unfair relationship, rising above and awakening to the past. And the never-ending story of surrender of the wounded warrior who's free to leap into vampiring off third party in pain, with no peace, staying balanced and holding their tongue at 10-10, which is the Wheel of Fortune times 2. And or the wounded warrior reversed, fool without pool, trying to stay sane. The wounded warrior fool without pool, trying to stay sane, with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords reversed, which would be kids you wouldn't want to be dealing with, swords energy reversed. They could be off the hook with their mouths, being really sassy, or they could be lying as well, or just quiet, giving them the silent treatment. and a lot of emotions involved, or emotional pain. Soon here for the twins is the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave opening up, ascending on the journey to healing and awakening and standing up for self to injustice. The King of Wands looking in on Cancer, or drive-by puppet show of the awakened one. Twin flames are not transitioning here, working to align with kids or twin and family or emotional fulfillment. The Queen of Wands seeing synchronicities and satisfied alone. Home, the King of Wands may be Leo or with a pet, or Leo pet or being strong. So let your friends help you. Relationship factors comes up, which can be any differences, not just religion. And then express your love. And then separately came up reconciliation and soulmate. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the guidance card reversed. So no guidance. Perhaps Taurus reversed, or divorce, a break in contract, religion, establishment, or societal norms. Free to leap away from hard labor, grounding and integrating after sudden events, or Scorpio reversed, Taurus reversed, and Aries upright here. The block for the twins being of breakup or lack of affection, with the Page of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands upright, which could be someone worried that their kids won't like them anymore. Kids in divorce, or with Libra reversed, nature and then relationship change came up. Flirting and showing muscle, or casual sex with the King of Wands being affectionate. The wheel is reversed, though, in a twist of fate, in a painful ending with the truth of vulnerability and or entitlement. To fend off clingy sovereign, or Scorpio reversed and sovereign, kids. Libra reversed, choosing a path of breakup, disconnect, or someone at a distance. The moon, night, Cancer with no peace and keeping to self, with the Knight of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, and the Emperor upright in control of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family or business or community, dysfunction or loss. And the Hermit shedding light on the surrender to it. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, and the Knight of Pentacles moving on with the Emperor on top of it all in control here. And again, this was last night. This has changed today with the Emperor. The twin flames may be choked or needed to swallow their pride at 1023, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands. After death, near death, dead tired, or the never-ending story and no guidance. An energetic exchange and passion ignited, challenged by the journey and coming out of the Batcave in a breakup or without lover or affection. Recovering from exile in a twist of fate at night, or Libra reversed with Cancer upright, and Aries with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, or Virgo surrendering it all up to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, with the Knight of Pentacles, humble, loyal servant, offering help to the Emperor, who's number 1 here. And we just did a whole thing with number 1 and 2 yesterday or the day before at 1025 here, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. And I watched The President last night. So obviously those conversations are still coming up. So as we get into the read in front of you now, we had the energies from yesterday, the 21st, which would have been the 21 of the World, and the 27 of the Ace of Wands, which is igniting that new passion. And then today was the 28 of the Two Wands, the Twin Flames, and the 22 of the Fool. So we have the Twin Flames and the Fool, the open heart taking a leap of faith, and the choice of path, right? That's always the dance. So again, like I said, I woke at 7:17, and then I got up at 7:51 to 52, which again is the King and Queen of Swords. And the Fool was coming up the word, which was really cool, as the 2 O's in the middle being the infinity symbol, and the first letter is F, for me, is Phi, which is the expansion and contraction, and capital L is the love. So it's literally, Fool is expansion and contraction infinitely in love. That's the Fool. Again, the 22. So this was cool. This read I did today, the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 12:12 this afternoon. So 2 hangmen. And this is for today till to the 23rd. I at 12:21, so this was cut and dealt at 12:12, and then at 12:21, Una came up as I was clarifying the cards, which of course means 1, but it also means louse, salt, first, ahead, early, to be satisfied. And remember, Seda is also satisfaction, but this is more of a spiritual satisfaction as opposed to a superficial satisfaction. Feeling happy as opposed to wanting to feel full and have more. To stay or linger. Una means one, together, simultaneously, at the same place. Y'all, and also black comes up. And this was at 121. So we went from 1212, 1221, and 121, all right here. Not only that, but in the code line today, the one sword, two pentacles, two wands, and one cup is again 1221. So they were all over the place today. Not to mention we had triple twos again in this read. Right, they were the only main numbers in the read besides 45 and 24, maybe the Queen of Wands. 45 is the Five of Cups. But triple two is all about that one-on-one and mediating, seeing both sides of the situation, the feminine energy as well. The code line here, well, first the major arcana here. So I guess we started this read around 25 minutes. If anyone wants to timestamp that, they can. So the major arcana, alchemy, justice. Alchemy is the temperance card. The lovers, reason, which is the emperor, and Luna came up, which is the moon. Before the read, ascension came up, which is the world. And after the read, the chariot, karma, which is judgment, and guidance came up, which is the hierophant. Like I said, we had one sword, two pentacles, two wands, and one cup, the 1221. And the court cards, we just had the King of Wands in the main part of the read. We also had the Knight of Cups before the read and the Queen of Pentacles after the read. The code line was all about spirituality and teaching and learning. The A was separate from the and, so it was teaching, A, ND, learning. So ND is non-disclosure, but also for me the capital N is Christ, and I don't use capital D very often. What do I have that as? I have like a whole alphabet of letters here. Capital D I have usually as divine director, the dogs, so Metatron and Michael, M and M can come up, and also Delta for the letter D, along with where was I? Now I can't even find where I was. That's so strange. Okay, well anyway, I'll see it again. Oh, okay, there's the A and D. Okay. So spirituality and teaching and learning. The code line was all about number 8 coming from 2, 2, and 4, which 2, 2/4 is the way you'd write 22, 4, the Fool. So we get the Fool again, and the number 8 of the dance, which came up in the name of the Fool, the infinity symbol between the F and the L. And regarding spirituality and teaching and learning, the first thing that was coming up was ease on down the road. So that was coming up first. Regarding easing on down the road, the Fool, or two twins expanding and contracting in the Bat Cave, the Emperor's Suite, teaching and learning, spirituality here. The other numbers that came up were 12, the Hangman, 56, the Two of Swords, and then the sequence 5, 6, 7, 8. Lay them straight. The second interpretation was to each his own. So again, twat came up, which means enamored with, fond of, or sweet on someone, right? So to each his own. Twat, woe. Okay, so expanding and contracting the sorrows of being sweet on someone, grounding, integrating, saving, and holding on to the reason to be a star, to exist, the reason to beat or to strike. To rise, to be. Two and one. Again, the play with the 1 and the 2 are coming up again here. To rise, to be. Two tales or two stories of one, expanding and contracting, grounding the reason to shine, to climb, to beat and exist. And then it also gets interpreted as ash, because literally the A and the E that get smushed together, that symbol of AE literally is called ash. And it's the 28th letter in one of the alphabets. And again, all my definitions are always from Wiktionary, because they give you definitions from all over the world. So the ash, it says ash and then is, which is then ashes, which is then my CD title, because then the twin towers to twin flames were coming up. So ashes, twin towers to twin flames, the human embodiment, and then the expansion and contraction of the human. So going from the circle of the human embodiment of source to the 5, which is the circle with a line drawn through the middle, but expanding outside the lines, expanding and contracting. In other words, the energy they were getting to was being knocked down and getting back up again. The emperor of being Christ-like or crystalline. The reason for the heartbeat, the star, the sweetness. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. The sweet, or the room to spiritually teach and learn. From the ashes, twin towers burn even brighter. Enterprising, apply, and integrate. The 8, the dance. Sovereignty is, breathing is, to hear, to see, to smell, rule and rise. To be bad and yet life force. On course, yet ashamed and shy. The fool's journey from the cave to the emperor's suite above. So at 123, 1, 2, 3, jump. 1 is the magician, 23 is the king of wands. We start this read with alchemy, which is the temperance card. Okay, so the underlying energy right here with the mini cards on top. And down below that underlying energy from the bottom up was the ace of swords upright, the 8 of wands upright, the knight of cups reversed, the 7 of wands upright, and ascension reversed. The alchemical process of a higher love, after truth presented, of energetic exchange, the arrows of love, expressing feelings and lots of energy back and forth. At 125, the magician and the knight of wands, and refusal to love or to stand up and be counted. This is the knight of cups coming up reversed. Not ascending or choosing to not ascend, to not be love. Source truth to those suffering in silence, unable to fight for self when their world is upside down, needing to end a cycle. Reaping rewards of standing up for self, the high ground, taking that high ground to injustice and vulnerability and rejection, going into and through all of it, and the powerlessness, the dependence, the spoiled entitled children and financial drains. At 128, the magician and the 28 of the 2 of wands, the Pisces reversed, Libra reversed, and Sagittarius upright here. Patience. Letting go of Scroogey ways, without options, at night or with cancer, frustrated, unable to conceive of, be aroused, be humored, or understand something. The Queen of Wands upright and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, stubborn, on strike, lazy, disabled, or doesn't have to work, or stuck while the Fool is free with loyal friend, to skip and be merry and walk away. The Queen of Wands with a black cat and dark connections, and the Fool has an open heart and is a dog lover instead. Stagnant and dark, or light and free, choosing who to be. Or she is Aries, stuck without work, or stuck with a lot of pets. She with cat, he with dog, and no one to sit for them. Or she likes to be home and he likes to roam, looking in opposite directions. Dumping emotional attachments or multiple loads, the Hierophant, Taurus, establishment, or religion. Institution, withholding from the Page of Pentacles reversed, or planning a new life but unable to get a project off the ground. The good old boys with cross keys and heads up their butts, following orders without an opportunity to expand or move up. Or poor student or child is struggling with school, in need of help or needing a job opportunity, looking for the perfect fit. Or magnet, or child or childlike Taurus, expecting to go right to the top. At 144 here, which is the magician, and the 44 of the Four of Cups, grounding and integrating and mastering love, and the 144,000. Give your relationship a chance. Beneath that was separation. And then the energies went into the separation and closing the distance gap as the narcissistic hierophant or old man with no reunion or no physical relations while recovering. Perhaps he's dazed and confused. Social distancing or bad influences are around him, or he's in a nursing home and no one to complain to, no tiny violin or no female violin to play with, apple-bottom girls or a boxer with an antenna, or a story about the Pope. No gifts or dessert. Personal growth comes up here, number 7. And beneath that was spiritual partnership, which is 27, the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. A wake-up call to the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, both reversed. The wounded warriors, dumping emotional attachments. And then that AE came up again of ash. Dumping emotional attachments. Oh, ashes. That's so funny. I now have both my parents' ashes, so I have to go take them out to Oregon to distribute them according to my parents' instructions. So that was just coming up here with the dumping of the ashes. So a wake-up call to the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords reversed. The wounded warriors dumping emotional attachments, or ashes, dumping multiple loads. Or no longer confused or with multiple options, the Queen of Cups upright is sharing and being charitable at the salon or spa, or under the heat, or heart growth. At 154 is the Magician and the Page of Swords. She, the Queen of Cups, is longing, looking, searching. He, settling out, no longer concerned with stuff. At 155, which is the Magician and the Truth, the 55, the Ace of Swords, Excalibur, and Aquarius here. And again, we're in the age of Aquarius, sharing patience as we go into Aquarius sun sign as well, right? Because we're now going into the 23rd tomorrow. We're definitely going into Aquarius if we're not there already. Sharing, and I just wrote Aquarius here, so I guess we're in Aquarius now. Sharing patience and freedom away from needy ones, recovering in personal growth. The world is upright and completion of the cycle, with Magician upright and Hierophant upright with a prisoner or hostage between them both. Dropping the ball and walking away. The Magician can be Gemini or Virgo, and the Hierophant Taurus there with the prisoner between them. Dropping a ball or walking away in bliss, or no message, or away from rumors, or the Page of Swords reversed presenting the truth to the Queen of Swords reversed. Or the two of them may be gossiping with the Knight of Wands reversed, or with third-party player. The recent past here is the Two of Cups reversed, in disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or breaking up, or two at a distance, not able to see each other face to face, dumped, purging, overwhelmed, or sweating it out, with the High Priestess, Secret, Pisces, or Virgo and Gemini, and the High Priestess and Magician lovers, and their inequity, with the Queen of Cups, Cancer, or inequity of showing up without letting the Queen of Cups know. And that was definitely coming up from this read today, that somebody was going to drive over without calling first. So let me know if any of you guys get unexpected visitors. So may show up to the Queen of Cups, Cancer, without a call prior to, or the Queen of Cups, prisoner, or with hostage coming out, or Hermit reversed, Virgo in chart, or an ill parent, perhaps dementia or Alzheimer's. Coming clean about guilt and shame, suffering in silence, nightmares of the King of Wands reversed, resting, sleeping, or on break at 2:05, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Perhaps meditating in 5D, or someone lay to rest at a distance from purging High Priestess here. The foundation here at the root of the matter is the Two of Wands reversed. Can be the Twin Flames reversed, or feeling like you have no options, or chose a new path but you can't implement it right now, with issues at work and lack of satisfaction, or just unhappiness alone, with the King of Pentacles perhaps being arrogant or snooty, or looking the other way, turning up his nose. Dark night, death, end, or lay to rest at night, or Scorpio with Cancer, or both meditating or sleeping together. Patient, free, and running out of options, the central energy is the Two of Swords reversed, with new information coming in, or clarity, exposing all, sunshine, kids, Leo, being fully energized and holding tongue with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, perhaps Virgo reversed, and that could be someone who just has a lot of Virgo in their chart, not necessarily a Virgo because Virgo is reversed. But with good news leading the way, but not announced yet about moving, visitation, or that the party's over. Moving to peace or on vacation, or kids are going back to the other parent, and then that person can fix things up. For or with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The challenge being the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave coming out, defending or defensive to Pisces reversed, and a need for closure, or the Divine Feminine in 5D, or world at large, so being defensive to all that. Defending the Ten of Cups reversed, so either defending a very unhappy family, or defending their ending a very unhappy family, or the end of an emotional cycle, or a cycle of unhappiness, which is way overdone, running out of options with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, now starting over. The King of Wands reversed may be depressed or arrogant, coming clean or cleaning up their act or space about a negative past, or perhaps difficult kids. Having a hard time, things not in his favor, or Libra reversed, Sag upright, lovers, or Gemini upright, Leo upright, Scorpio upright, and Aquarius reversed. In a downturn of patience, angel, or higher love, of divine lovers, strong, in dark night, death, end, or transition, in need of hope, dumping emotional attachments, powerless, or with dependent or financial drains. The Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, which can definitely be draining kids, but they could also just be younger energies around you, whether at work, home, or friends. Those two also could be slaving away or clearly burdened, as the King of Wands reversed, and then you question if he's a shaman or not because he's reversed. The Wounded Warrior is frustrated, uninspired, and the King of Swords upright, free from the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, in a split, a divide, a nightmare, and now settling out at 222, which is the guidance counselor show. Room 222. Oh, that's interesting too, because we were just talking about going from the cave to the Emperor's suite, right? Room 222. So, Libra reversed, Aries upright, Scorpio upright here. A sudden jealous rage in not getting his wish. The Knight of Pentacles reversed and Knight of Wands reversed, and the Emperor, all three together reversed, which can be, a father and their children, a boss and their employees, but all three of them are unhappy. Clearly now know that the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords were lying about overtime or not working out with the King of Swords upright, with the Empress in lack or sick. So that can be someone who's any kind of injury or illness, obviously, or even miscarriage, or she's just, in lack and constantly needy, or she's mean and tyrannical. So the kids are trying to strong arm here, refusing to take no for an answer. It's like kids trying to manipulate their father or parents to doing exactly what they want at 225. And that could be the parents' fault. Like maybe they always just gave them what they want, and now they can't because the money's tight. So there could become flips like that. And now they're seeing how they spoiled their children and the effects of that. So 225, which is High Priestess and the Knight of Wands, which the Knight of Wands is reversed in this read. So it could be two kids trying to strong arm an adult, refusing to take no for an answer, and maybe their father taught them to do that, with new information and harsh truth about the Empress reversed and a hospitalization. And the King of Swords upright, the Knight of Wands reversed, may be spying or playing him for a fool, or refusing to rescue him this time. Okay, and that can have to do with the King of Swords or the King of Wands reversed. But here's the Knight of Wands no longer rescuing here. Spying or playing him for a fool, or refusing to rescue him this time. Scorpio, Leo upright, Aries and Taurus both reversed here. Perhaps Sagittarius reversed as well. Kids or young workers up to no good, or lashing out or going on strike. Soon here is Justice reversed or injustice, with options of starting over suddenly and walking away. Libra reversed or Scorpio upright walks out suddenly in a sudden event. Frustrated, not humored, tripped up, or dropped the ball on Leo, or Leo got hurt, or pacifying a pet who got hurt, or perhaps bit someone. Or whoever walked away was tired of bumping into Leo, or the one with an ego, withholding time, money, and effort from the Page of Wands reversed, or Leo doing things to purposely trip them up or get them fired. Twin flames are seeing themselves as the Five of Pentacles reversed, recovering from exile, destitution, injury, or illness, and the Queen of Wands working hard or cracking the whip with those who work for her in the downturn, rejection, jealousy, insincerity regarding bliss, patience, and a higher love. Libra reversed, Sag upright, and or the Knight of Cups reversed over the Queen of Wands, or all on her now. Passion, deception, getting to know each other, and playfulness all came up for the twins. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Lovers upright. In disconnect or at a distance, in the past, temptation, devil, Capricorn. In separation, hanging out with the King of Cups reversed, or hung out to dry with conditions of the devil, addictions, and or codependencies. Or Pisces, King of Cups reversed, and Gemini and Capricorn upright here as well. The block for the twins is the Emperor reversed without a reason, holding on to his false hand, right? His false light. Teaching and learning comes up, spirituality, but even more so for the twins, time out, and love partnership. The King of Wands reversed with no big love at work. Luna, the moon, the nighttime, the false light, or Cancer third party in energetic exchange, along with his guilt and shame. The Knight of Wands reversed, player, falling short or holding back their true desires. The Knight of Swords reversed, holding their tongue, burdened by new information, or at night with bad influences in constant back and forth, which is making them sad or feeling guilty, unable to leave the past behind. Night drive, no calls. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, finding peace without guidance. Taurus, marriage, religion, or establishment, or without a recovery unit this time, right? So not being saved by wanting to get admitted to something. And that's a way of getting attention as well. At 244, which is the High Priestess, and the 44 of the grounding and integrating and mastering of love. The Hand of God in energetic exchange of the Knight of Cups reversed, defending themselves to non-ascension world. So the people around them in the 3D world, not the ascension world. To alchemize with the truth of the nightmare, ending the conflict of the divine feminines in the 5D, or whose worlds are upside down, or according to their perspective. Patience and balance without option, recovery of lovers not seeing eye to eye, or at a distance not seeing each other face to face at 319, which is the Empress and the Sun. That can be the mother and the son. Clearly challenged by the divine masculine coming out about the injustice of the Empress reverse, or the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor. The injustice of the Emperor reversed, out of control, whether he's abusing his power or stepping down or having issues. And the King of Wands reversed at night, or with Cancer, or Emperor reversed and the King of Wands reversed, which can be a father and son, or a boss and employee, driving at night, it can be a grandparent too, or an uncle, driving at night, perhaps long distance, without waking up, to the Queen of Pentacles reversed, finding peace without guidance or without GPS. So this could be someone too, like a Queen of Pentacles reversed, who doesn't like driving at night or scared to drive at night, who now has GPS, so they can do it themselves now. They don't have to depend on the others. But this also could be someone driving back and forth for cancer treatments. That's possible. Or just going somewhere at night, but ungrounded. So the King of Wands at night, or with Cancer, or the Emperor reversed and the King of Wands reversed, driving at night, perhaps long distances, without waking up to the Queen of Pentacles reversed, or without waking her up. Maybe she's sleeping in the car or at home, like maybe they're told to call when they get there and they don't. Finding peace with guidance or GPS, but ungrounded or losing money, or all about that, the money. Alchemy of disconnect or being at a distance and sharing around the world, or to complete a cycle and settle out. No options here, or choosing path and unable to implement it now, clearly with new information out and challenged by letting go and making repairs with the King of Wands reversed, whether he's a shaman or not, the recovery of injustice, or Libra reversed and Cancer upright. Lovers without reason or out of control at night, or Emperor reversed with Cancer, Perhaps the King of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed at night are driving without prior announcement to the Queen of Pentacles reversed to make peace and commit to recovery. Or the Queen of Pentacles reversed is a Taurus and or Aquarius reversed. Perhaps she has Cancer in her chart as well. And that was at 328, which is the Empress, and the Two of Wands, or the choice of path, or the twin flames. So that's the end of the second one. It's 50:10 on this clock and 5:37 over there. So that's the emotional fulfillment and the Wheel of Fortune, and then the expansion of the King of Cups, which is unconditional love. So let's see what the energy deck has to say today. For everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned. Take another deep breath. What do we need to know and learn for the twin flames? What is our takeaway from the two reads I just did for the 21st to the 22nd to the 23rd of January, now that we're in Aquarius energy? Let's clear all blocks to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding, and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. And fill the empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is our takeaway here? Okay. The door to value. Make sure you know what you value. This came up yesterday as well. 31 is the Five of Wands. The conflict energy, the expansion, the games, the competition, the pursuit of happiness, the impossible dream. They can all come up under this. You just have to decide what you value, right? Do you value conflict and money, or do you value peace and happiness? So what is it that you value? And then we have the reflection of that. Look at that, 31 and 13. So 13 is the death card, transition, dark night of the soul, the financial constraints, right? And there's very opposite energies here, right? Having money thrown in your face and flying everywhere, or being destitute. Two sides of the same coin. And they're both fours, and 4 has to do with, living on this earth, survival. It's the lower levels of manifestation. And then we have the Angel of Strength with the 50, which is that emotional fulfillment of the feminine energy being strong. And again, getting that, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Someone once told me that if you're born within the 15 minutes before midnight or after midnight, you have that energy. And they told me that because I was born at 11:45. But, that weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. And that's an energy that comes up around midnight. And then we have victory, which is 28 of the twin flames. And being at peace in whatever path you should choose. Allow it to just come to you. Allow it to just come. So no matter what polarity you go to, merge them together. Find emotional satisfaction, what makes you happy and at peace, because that's where your victory comes in. And walking away when needed at 27, which is that, and 27 was the number that came up yesterday. And today was 28, so we had the 28 here too, okay? So this was yesterday's energy. Someone walking away, or you walking away, and then finding peace. Having the peace before this happens, which then manifests just what you need. So the underlying energy is the action card, 17. This was actually, I don't have reversals in this deck, but it was like this from the last read. It wasn't ever turned around. So is this action for you or inaction? And this is the card about merging the opposites, which just came up in the other cards. So the 17 is the star shining your light, right? Seeing the black and the white of it, and so that you can merge them together and take action. Let's see, we had under that was also the Angel of Love. So the Angel of Strength and the Angel of Love. This is the young innocent, but the other one was the mature woman. The 49 of the 9 of Cups, self-love and getting your wish. Okay, so speaking to your inner child as well, connecting. Again, merging your polarities and being the star that you are. So let's see what Scooby has to say about all this. So a big message here is, making sure you know what you want in your life. What do you love? What makes you happy? It doesn't even have to be on a grand scale. What every day makes you happy? What are the things you want your days filled with because it makes you so happy? go for the positive as opposed to the not. Like I always say, you don't go on a diet. Find a way how you want to be the lean, mean fighting machine. You don't want to start a diet at the new moon. You want to let go of excess weight at the full moon. Always find the positive perspective. So energetically, you want to go towards the positive. You want to be for something, not against something. And that what you're being for is just whatever resonates with you, what makes you happy in the moment. All right, so let's see what Scooby has to say about all this. Scooby. The 8 of Swords reverse, which is the release from prison. Release yourself from victim and fear mentality. Okay. This is him in a prison, stuck looking at his feet because he's got nothing else to do. Okay. So free yourself from that. You don't have to stay home and look at your feet. You can stand on your head instead. It's all in perspective. And then we have the 6 of Diamonds, or 6 of Pentacles. And that would be, 6 of Pentacles is about sharing and balance, and here it's unbalanced. So in being released, initially there may be you may get knocked off balance a bit, right? And this is someone not sharing. Because after getting out of prison, you hold on to stuff because you were in lack in prison. So here is like you come out, but you're still out of whack because now you don't want to share because you're feeling disoriented. You're not being authentic to self. You need to love yourself first. So give yourself time when you get out of rehab or wherever you're getting out of to become back to yourself, because now you're not, right? This is loving yourself first, the need for it. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is when you're ready, then you can get back to work, and then you can do your toes if you want. So we have the bottom of the deck being the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, and the Queen of Swords upright is already the War Widow. When she's reversed, she's scorned, or just is totally shut off and won't talk at all. She's so deeply wounded. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which is that emotional fulfillment, but it's reversed here. So this was about ending a family cycle of emotional unhappiness and allowing that to go on. And this is about, getting over the victim mentality, because the wounded war widow is, innately a victim. So again, the first card coming out was releasing herself from prison. All right. So from the Journey of Love, Journey of Love. All right, what is our takeaway today? There we go. Again, this has come 3 days in a row. So important to let the feminine lead the way. Go into your feminine. You might want to do a lot of meditating, which I need to do. 39 is the Knight of Cups, which came up reversed in the read. Because if you're not getting your time with nature, or some energy, some time with the sun, or meditating, or taking those salt baths, it's like you're really getting in need of that, because the Knight of Cups is reversed. You can't love others until you love yourself. So let the feminine lead the way. We also have Essential Awakening coming up again. 10, that is the Bliss card, right? 10 of Swords reversed is the ending of pain and the start of the bliss. You see how her hair is flowing into this? I just rhymed there. Into this. It fits perfectly. That's so cool. So her hair, somebody's hair might have gotten caught in something. I hope not. That would hurt. Oh, this is so weird. It's so perfectly synced. Look, because this stripe fits this one, and the hair both goes into this circular thing. They're both directly connected. It's just a slightly different energy and color. So let the feminine lead the way, and then as the swords fall out, it shifts everything slightly. So it's the same as this, but going into the into the heart, really. I'm getting, put the power here, but it's also the energy of the printing presses, right? When the papers go in and out, just like a printer. Taking it all in, right? This is coming up as the switch from letting the feminine lead the way when there's pain, to end the pain and allow the bliss, the sensual awakening to come in when you're being the Knight of Cups reversed, because she's reversed in this read. So it will match up. And then we have the rings of time again. And again, this is very much the energy of the bird in a wheelchair, right? A bird like a Thoth energy in a wheelchair, being very sad. The aging of the person, of the scientific mind, as opposed to the mind of the heart. But you notice has a texture. There's like a progression of texture here from this texture, which is very bubbly in the background, actually. There's a lot of texture there. It's just very different. And then this has that bubbly energy back in the back as well, up here, but not so much down here. And then we get into this, has no bubbles in the background. It's just smooth. It's like an X-ray of a person. But this is also the person that's damaged in a wheelchair, showing their age. It's like, and it's coming up as a feminine energy too, with boobs. And it's like the background bubbles here and here and here are the life force, the youth life force, and here it's gone. So let the feminine lead the way within the masculine, within the feminine, both. And then the bottom of the deck, let's see, was there anything else I had to pull? Yeah, there's just a bunch I want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8, lay them straight, and then we had 3 more, there's 11. And 8 is the dance of the Trinity. Yeah. So 8, the dance. And again, remember the 8's the infinity of the Fool. The F for the Phi, expansion and contraction, the L for love, and the O in the middle of the Fool as the infinity of the two humans bound together. The bottom of the deck is the Temple. Again, the 59 of the 5 of Swords, the inner war, the war within, and letting go of that at the Temple. But you see how textured this card is, because that's all of the underlying, it's like stress energy and coming together. Because it's a big event, right? When you go to an event where you have to be up in front of everybody, it can be stressful. That's that 59 energy. But it's also a beautiful event, isn't it? So isn't it worth the pressure? And you don't have to put the pressure on yourself. Receive your gifts. The 13 is the transformation. Seeing new things. You may be seeing orbs more, like I would say with this card. You may just see orbs more against the natural colors of the woods, that kind of thing. And then going to the temple. I'm gonna get married. Going to the chapel. That's what I'm getting. Gonna get married. All right, so we're gonna do let the feminine lead the way again. That's what they want us to read. Maybe we didn't get it the first time. Let the feminine lead the way. The feminine principle in you, whether man or woman, is the way forward in your life now. She is the principle of feeling and of surrender. She feels the intelligence of the divine guiding light in a way that the masculine principle cannot at this time. You may not see where you're going, therefore, but you can feel your way forward. Trust her. Let your mind go and let your senses lead you. Becoming more exquisite and communicative, which is that 8 of Wands going back and forth. Be led by your heart. Don't worry if you don't know all the details yet or how it's going to work out. She knows the way. Let her lead. This oracle brings confirmation to you that what you have been feeling or sensing, even without logical physical evidence, is worth following up on. Trust your senses over appearances. Trust your intuition over your intellect. You are letting feminine wisdom guide you, and she will steer you in the best direction. The poem reads, my coming out is the freedom to fully be who I am and the surrender to the divine essence, expressing, through and around me. My coming out is the marriage of twin souls with my life partner in gratitude, in love, unfolding as more than we could ever be on our own. Make sure to drink water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Be so good to yourselves. Happy, happy, rise and be loved, guys. See you soon. Bye.